Yo, what's up, Danish people and Swedish people? Yeah, I'm reacting to why Denmark and Sweden love slash hate each other. Yeah, I honestly don't know what that means, but I'm gonna find out in the video. But please smash the subscribe button if you're new and tell me more, exciting stuff to react to. And yeah, let's just get right into the video, guys.
This is Denmark. This is Sweden. Denmark and Sweden are seen as the cool dudes of the world, giving the world something to step on and weirdly named DIY furniture. These
Oh my god, so just got a kind of
two Nordic countries may look very friendly towards each other on the outside, but deep down there is an underlying intense rivalry.
What?
Why?
Okay.
The short answer is historical beefs. Their story kinda began with the Vikings, well known for raiding the crap out of everyone.
Yeah,
and
I mean, I
also-
watched movies, series, Viking series. So if they are anywhere related, like if they're like, based on real true life story, then yeah, like I see reasons why they would, have some inside beef.
establishing trade routes across Europe. In general, the Danish Vikings sailed west, saying hello to England, establishing the Danelaw in northern England, contributing to the north-south divide in England today. The descendants of the Vikings in France later invaded England and all around Europe, providing new dynastic rulers across the continent. The Swedish Vikings sailed east, making contacts with the Slavs, Byzantines, Khazars, and the Muslim world. Depending on your perspective, either those Swedes created the Kievan Rus and kick-started the history of Belarus, Russia, and Ukraine,
Oh, wow.
or that the Kievan Rus originated from Slavic people entirely. The Vikings also became famous muscles for the Byzantine emperors. As you can
Byzantine, what's Byzantine? Where's that from?
famous muscles for the Byzantine emperors. As you can see, Danish and Swedish people had a huge impact in Europe from their very beginnings.
Sure.
When they got Christianized, they established their own kingdoms, and began officially fighting each other like nobody's business.
Oh wow, really? So they've had like eight. Was this eight? I'm counting. Yeah, eight. Oh my god.
You cannot take the Viking out of them. Denmark expanded into the Baltics, but later sold it to some German dudes. Sweden got the same idea of territorial expansion, and expanded gradually to the Åland Islands and the coastal regions of Finland.
Wow.
During the 14th century, Denmark had a huge beef with the Hanseatic League, because the German merchants really wanted those cash from trading. To counter the influence of German domination in the Baltic region, the Nordic countries joined together to form the Kalmar Union. In theory,
Avengers Assemble.
countries remained as three separate sovereign states under
Oh, so literally it's because of a war that we're fighting against like Germans. That was one of the main reasons why they became friends.
a common monarch. But in practice, the Kalmar Union was dominated by Denmark. Unsurprisingly, the Swedes were not happy being bossed around by some Danish dudes,
I mean,
and
yeah.
decided to kick the Danes out of Stockholm, making Sweden independent. After Sweden gained independence, the balance of power shifted. Sweden became the new big bully of the Nordic region,
Oh, okay.
replacing Denmark. Being the king of the north was not enough for Sweden, so Sweden decided to become one of the great powers of Europe. After Sweden left the Kalmar Union, Denmark and Norway were still together, but not together, a friend zone relationship for centuries to come. Sweden and Denmark continued to fight each other. Sweden took Scania from Denmark, and never returned it. This is why at first glance it looks weird that the capital city of
Wait, is this Sweden? So I'm bad with maps, especially European maps. General, all the maps.
Denmark, Copenhagen, is situated at the easternmost bits of the country today.
Oh, okay.
It used to be at the center of Denmark. During the 17th century, Denmark and Sweden tried doing some colonization. It ain't much, but it's honest work. During the Great Northern,
Wait, is this Africa I see?
it ain't much.
Okay. Oh my god, that's so close to my country.
But it's honest work. During the Great Northern War, Denmark sided against Sweden. At first, Sweden was successful, beating up Denmark and its allies.
Oh,
But then, Sweden had
wait,
a
were the
brilliant
Swedes actually like really tough back then? I thought like the Viking movie series that I watched, like it felt they made it feel like the Norwegians were actually like the stronger ones and all, but I didn't know it was actually
idea
Swedes.
of invading Russia. Unsurprisingly, it failed, and Sweden declined soon after. The balance of power thus shifted once again. Russia became the new big bully of the Baltic region, replacing Sweden. During the Napoleonic Wars, Denmark and Sweden found themselves at opposing sides. Denmark was forced to stick with France, whilst Sweden fought France whenever it can afford to. After the Napoleonic Wars, Denmark, being on the loser's side, had to give up Norway to Sweden.
Now,
During the
okay,
19th on the
Norway was not even like. Wait, I'm confused.
loser's side, had to give up Norway to
Okay, so like Denmark owned Norway as well then, or what?
Sweden. During the 19th century, Denmark and Sweden became friendly towards each other, like two grown-ups who stopped fighting each other like they used to during their younger days.
Oh wow.
As they were two small dudes navigating through the European shark tanks filled with bunch of big bullies, it was in their best interests to help each other. During World War I, both Denmark and Sweden remained neutral, although Sweden did have a crush on Germany. During World War II, both countries again declared neutrality. However, Denmark was unlucky as Germany decided to roll over Denmark.
What? Sorry.
However, Denmark was unlucky as Germany decided to roll over Denmark anyway, to chase off those pesky Brits
Oh god, this Germans, eh?
from Norway. Sweden, feared for its own survival, decided to help both the Allies and the Axis powers, pushing the limits of the definition of neutrality. Sweden helped the Germans by supplying iron, and allowed German troops to pass through. Sweden also shared military intelligence with the Allies,
Wow. I mean, they said it's that they're neutral, so they helped Germany. Then they told UK that they helped Germany. Okay.
and allowed the Allies to use Swedish air bases in later part of the war.
Oh
Pro
wow.
gamer move right there, and
I
thus
mean,
Sweden
yeah, that's actually true. Though.
avoided being occupied by either sides. During the Cold War, Denmark joined NATO. Sweden publicly maintained neutrality, but unofficially kept strong ties with NATO countries, because
Okay.
Russia is scary. Denmark and Sweden later joined the European Union, but could not be bothered to use its currency. And
They
here we are today.
Oh, I forgot.
Denmark and Sweden are currently one of the most developed countries in the world, excelling in science and technology, education, manufacturing, and social welfare. Their longtime rivalry is now manifested in football matches.
Yeah. Kasper Schmeichel, Christian Eriksen. Don't know who that is. Zlatan.
And
Okay.
constantly joking about each other whenever they have the chance. The Danes are seen as the Latins of Scandinavia, whilst the Swedes are seen as the Prussians of the North. The Danes think the Swedes are easily offended, serious, and too politically correct, whilst the Swedes think the Danes are too hedonistic, blunt, and too politically incorrect. The Danes say they have the best sausage and beer, and being the
Okay,
fun
it's
guy
just
of
like
the Nordic
friendly
region,
beef, right? So
the
yeah,
Swedes
that's
view Danes
cool.
as sort of a hybrid between Nordic and Dutch people, and reckon the Danes talk like they have stuffed potato in their mouths. The Danes love German cars,
Wait, their language is also similar, like Norwegian, them, right?
whilst the Swedes love their very own Volvo cars. Both Danes and Swedes love chilling, hygge for the Danes and Fekar for the Swedes. Sweden admires Denmark for its amazing actors, whilst Denmark admires Sweden for its more advanced economy and technology. Both Danes and Swedes see the Norwegians as too wealthy for their own good, who have
Wow.
nothing better to do than to watch slow TV. They also made sure they voted for each other in Eurovision,
Aw.
and support Finland's obsession with heavy metal. When you visit Denmark or Sweden, please do not assume they are the same people just because they look similar on the outside. Denmark and Sweden literally fought each other for centuries just to ensure their country's survival as a distinct entity.
No.
Danish and Swedish people can sure be proud of their country's glorious achievements, history, and unique cultural heritage. Will this friendly rivalry between Denmark and Sweden continue in the future? Most likely, because the top dog of the Nordic region has always been up for grabs. Sorry, Estonia. Thanks for watching.
Okay, that was educative and also fun to watch. Yeah, that's why Denmark and Sweden love hate each other. Please answer the questions I may have asked. So yeah, to see you next time, guys.